What the fuck is up, Milady mateys? So I looked at the calendar and I noticed that 2023 is about to end. And so I decided that I might as well get over with this campaign before this year officially ends. So I fucking barely even remember anything about this campaign. I definitely remember the Italian call to arms, but I do not exactly remember if I wanted to accept this or not at the end of my previous save. In fact, there are a lot of things that I do not remember. I am allied with Romania apparently, and I must also have a few spherlings. Yeah, I have the Bosnians as my spherling. But that being said, I am also encouraging communists, but I am liberal. Why did I do that again? Oh, I am almost there already. I think it was because, yeah, I wanted planted economy, but I wanted the based communists because they were pro-military, where the socialists were cringe and anti-military. That's probably why. So I do have to wonder if that was my motivation, why didn't I just go conservative or reactionary? I mean, they also have state capitalism, which gives me control over my economy, and the reactionaries also have jingoism. So why didn't I go with them? I am not sure. I do not remember. So before I get started for good, let me rewatch my previous video and so I can remind myself a little bit of the mindset I had back when I was still actively playing this campaign. Yeah, that was a pretty based video. Next video will come out, well, soon. Depends on how autistic I am. It could come out on New Year's Eve. I'm sorry, dude. That was too funny, dude. Oh my god. I was probably not expecting this New Year's Eve when I was talking about this. Sorry about that. But yeah, I was reminded of what my mindset was. Basically, I will accept the call of arms from Italy and we will attack Austria together. They are pretty weakened. And the hope is that I will be able to balkanize them. And I will also have to do this relatively quickly because in around a year and a few months my truce with Russia is expiring. So yeah, let's get started. And on my previous video I was even thinking about waiting first for a few months in order to basically pre-mobilize and be better prepared, but I see that I am about to lose my great power status in a few months, so actually I am going to rush it and fight as soon as possible actually in order to maybe get some prestige and avoid losing my GP status. Jesus fuck, my budget is a fucking nightmare. Now I understand why I wanted the liberals out as soon as possible, because they forced me to have this city tax policy. However, I still do not remember why I wanted to go communist instead of nationalist or reactionary. So the Ottomans joined, but it's probably fine. They are pretty weakened right now. So yeah, the war has started out for good already, with me sieging down their Hungarian territories and them trying to attack Krakow. Let's see how that goes. Alright, so that's pretty shitty because I don't have enough infantry, well, any infantry for that matter, and that guy is a +4 general, plus the terrain is pretty flat, but maybe I will be able to get some reinforcements in. Let's see. Yeah, I am actually winning big time. They also don't have a lot of infantry, so it's not that bad. Epic. Let's see how many casualties they get. Yeah, that was a slaughter. Plus I just got fully funded healthcare, or did I lose it because I reduced my budget? Anyways. So we will run them down to Bielsko before they get an opportunity to recover. And also I just noticed that Bielsko is actually a core of Poland, so maybe I will try to get some territories out of Austria-Hungary too. On the meanwhile, the Italians also seem to be doing pretty good actually. Wait, what the fuck is happening here? So the Serbs are trying to annex Bosnia and the Russians join the Serbian side, but because they have a truce with Russia, I cannot back out my sphere link. That sucks, but you know, that's how it is, I guess. But yeah, the Italians, at the very least, they are being a nice distraction, excuse me. Destruction. Actually, thinking about this, these two words sound pretty similar. Here we stack wipe the Austro-Hungarians. I guess we distracted them. Sorry about that. Another big battle here on the plains of Hungary, but I started off with a good roll, so I will probably win this easily. Yeah, it was a fucking stack wipe. Damn, I feel bad for them. Another easy curb stomp here. I think they are very much behind in military technology. Yeah, that's probably why they have 25% military tactics where we have 100%. Yeah, it's fucking over for them. Interestingly, it is actually Italy who is the leader of this war, even though I am a great power, though I am about to fall off that status, but still they are rank 11, so it makes you wonder why they are the leader of the war. Maybe military ranking matters more in such matters, but still, I am not that far behind them. Serbia just annexed Bosnia, which means I just lost a sphere link, but you know, it's not the end of the world. So I was thinking about releasing a puppet, but I do have 6 infamy, so if I added the liberate country casus belli, that will place me at 17 infamy, which won't be very ideal actually. Plus, if I wanted to liberate someone like Hungary, it actually costs 100 war score, which, you know, we're not getting 100 war score. Plus, Italy is the leader, so it's up to them whether they will press it or not, and they probably won't. So I will actually limit my goals against the Austrians. And seeing the province map mode right now, Slovakia would actually be my best option, I believe, for a sphere link to expand towards. So it would cost 44 war score, which is actually ridiculous. But yeah, I just looked around a little bit more and I just found that I can actually use the free allied cores casus belli, and I will use it for my Romanian allies actually, which it won't even cost that much. And you know, they are actually being quite helpful, so we may as well reward them a little bit. Plus, they are being a nice distraction against the Ottomans.
Distraction. Destruction.
Dude, I know I wasn't retarded. These two words spell almost identically.
Destruction. Distraction.
Damn. So yeah, it's fucking over for the Austrians. I must have already killed 100,000 of them. And yeah, we just got Vienna. It's fucking over. And very epically, we just barely managed, just a few days before I would fall out of my GP status, I just barely managed to get enough prestige from my military victories to delay this. So yeah, that's great. So the Italians are being kind of retarded and they are actually increasing their war goals, which, you know, it's actually perfectly rational, but I don't want to stay in this war forever. Plus I have achieved most of what I wanted to get out of this anyway. If I try to push for more, I will get unacceptable amounts of infamy. Plus I won't even get that much out of it. So yeah, I think I'm going to sign a separate peace and give me some minor amounts of territories and give my ally Romania some lands in Transylvania. I mean, they would accept this, so why not? Keep everything. And yeah, that's great actually. Demobilize. The Italians are still on the war, so it's not like we sabotaged them or anything. In fact, we did most of the hard fighting, so it should be free for them to also pursue their goals. I just don't want to be dragged down by them. So yeah, with this war I have basically gotten all my cores back from Austria-Hungary. In fact, I even got a territory that wasn't my core, but it still had a significant Polish population, so it's good, I guess. And now all I really have to worry about is this territory that I have right here, which causes me to have friction. Wait, it's not actually just this territory, it's almost the entirety of my country that they claim, never mind. But yeah, at this point I only have cores against Germany. And you know, Germany has gotten just ridiculously strong at this point. So yeah, having won this war, gotten some territories and helped my Romanian and Italian allies a little bit, I think that this is where I will drop things. I am not sure if I will continue this campaign or if this will be the last episode, but do let me know what you think about this. Feel free to give me recommendations whether you want me to continue this or where you want me to start something new. Basically, my main problem right now is that I know how this continues, and how this continues is that I do not have enough strength to defeat Germany. I mean, Germany managed to defeat both France and Russia on a two-front war just a few years ago. And at the same time, I will have to worry about both Russia and Austria constantly spamming me with war declarations the moment our truce expires, and the Russians even have an alliance with France, so I will also have to worry about the French is potentially shipping out some troops to them. Same for Austria-Hungary, and if they somehow manage to get an alliance with the Germans, it would be crippling, absolutely crippling. And meanwhile, the only power that could rival the Germans are the Anglos, but the Germans and the Anglos are allied to each other. So it makes me feel that from a balance of power type of outlook, it's kinda over actually. Plus my literacy level is pretty low, meaning that I will not be able to make advancements in technology incredibly fast. Maybe if I was to play this like super late term, then I would be able to just, fortify my position and let the Germans basically get slaughtered at the front lines. Which, it would be definitely plausible, especially with some good RNG. But then you have the fact that I am flanked by both Russia and Austria. And these two countries will almost certainly constantly be spamming me with wars all the time the moment our truce expires. And it's not that it is impossible to progress from here, it's just that I believe it will probably be tedious. But do give me your opinions, please. So yeah, that's it for this episode. There are quite a few things that I would like to make videos about outside of making Victoria 2 campaigns. First, I would like to sit on the Crusader King series a little bit more. On my previous video, where I was sitting about their depiction of the Eastern Roman Empire, it was quite well received and I also liked it, although I still feel that I could have organized my thoughts and arguments a little bit better actually. And I also rewatched my old Crusader Kings 3 video, and it basically wasn't as much as a review as much as it was an incoherent mess basically. Basically I just loaded up the game the moment it was available, and I played it a little bit, and I was basically just sitting on it for good reason, but my reasoning wasn't good enough. It was basically a live reaction of me loading up a game, not liking it very much, and just quitting. So I am kind of considering making a more in-detail review explaining why Crusader Kings 3 is shit, which I feel is important because Crusader Kings 3 is not getting the hate that it deserves. Like, if I look it up on Steam right now, wait a minute. Like, here is the Steam page of Crusader Kings 3 and it just has ridiculously good reviews. Like, in total it has 92% good reviews. And I definitely believe that it does not deserve such a thing, so I want to sit on it a little bit more to make up for the normies who are praising it. At the same time, normies were surprisingly negative about Victoria 3. Well, surprisingly, because you you expect these types of people to just eat whatever shit Paradox delivers up to them. But yeah, Victoria 3 was so fucking garbage that even the masses and the paradrones disliked it. So I didn't feel a very strong need to talk about it and make another review because basically every single prediction I made on my Victoria 3 videos came out correctly. Like both of my videos where I sit on Victoria 3 before it was even released were relatively well received and they also got a lot of views. But most importantly, they were correct. The game indeed had a fake city economy. It was still an incoherent mess with perhaps the worst UI they have ever released shipped on a game so far. And yeah, these predictions were so accurate that they are basically almost like reviews themselves. Though I may still make an organized review to sit upon it properly. And I have also been working on a game of my own. As you may know, I have been making some progress on a Unity strategy game that I am developing solo right now. And I may also end up making a video in a few weeks or a couple of months when I have something cool to show to people basically. Because you need graphics in order to catch the attention of people. And on my previous video, here it is where I was basically I have already a fully functioning pop system right now, but because in this video I was only showing code and maths and shit and there was zero graphical representation of what I have achieved so far other than this icon right here. Maybe people missed it or they were just not very interested. They were like, what is this autist talking about? I don't get it. Which, it's perfectly normal actually. But yeah, right now I am on the verge of completing the economic system and I will try to have something cool to show you lads eventually. So this thread died without even hitting the bump limit. That's pathetic. Anyways lads, thank you for watching, thank you for your time. And I wish to all of us a wonderful new year. And have fun with your families on this day, celebrating the new year. And even if you don't, I do wish you deeply and truly a happy 2024 with health above all and fulfillment for all of us. Anyways, that's it. Thank you again for watching. See you on the next one, fuckers.